The other story I have here is about David Goyer. So a lot of people don't understand that Zack Snyder did not write Man of Steel.
Yes. Agreed. But
you have all these people online railing on Zack Snyder for not getting Superman right.
But at the same time, directors could remove or add things to the script. So even if he didn't write it, he confirmed to use that script, wanted to do it, also changes things that he disagrees with and he wants and everything. He also puts the symbolism on the footage. The scenery, the everything is purely on Zack Snyder. The thing that at least some people disagree with on that Zack Snyder's with the Superman thing is him standing next to a window of like Jesus Christ and him laying down on people holding him up like Jesus with the cross and stuff like that. But those weren't written specifically point by point on script. So, yeah.
Superman did not write Man of Steel.
Yeah, Superman didn't write it. I agree. Superman is a fictional character that doesn't work for DC and doesn't write scripts. Let me hear that again.
Not write Man of Steel. You have all these people online railing on Zack Snyder for not getting Superman right. Superman did not write Man of Steel.
Yeah, I agree. Superman is a superhero. He has no time to write scripts of his own life. That wouldn't really make sense for him. And yeah.
It was written by David Goyer. And the reason David Goyer was hired to write Man of Steel was because he wrote the Batman trilogy as well. He was involved with the Nolan trilogy. We had Christopher Nolan, we had David Goyer. It just, they had the right people in place.
Oh, you're saying they, which is like they them about the pronouns thing. What happened to your social politics agreement? just joking about that. I'm just poking fun of the fact that he said that he doesn't like social politics to be on his comic books, even though a lot of comic books, counting the comic books that he likes, have social politics in it. And that's not coming from me because I don't want to take credit, but someone in my comments pointed it out. He also has a YouTube channel talking about this. He made a whole video about it. And I just want to say that Man of Steel had social politics. Wonder Woman had social politics. And yeah, it's like some of the movies that he likes has social politics. Watchmen definitely has social politics. Static Shock even started with social politics about the racism stuff and all that. And also, if he likes Marvel, I would say Civil War definitely has social politics about the government and all that stuff. And yeah, I just think you're saying you hate movies with social politics, escapism, and whatever, while ignoring the movies that you like have social politics. Sorry for rambling, but I just dislike the fact that
But it says, Man of Steel writer says it was crazy how Warner Brothers and DC tried to build their own MCU. Reveals David Fincher's 2-hour Blade, revealed during, and he also reveals David Fincher's 2-hour Blade meeting. So,
okay, sorry about that whole rambling thing. I just think that creativity is just creativity. And of course, movies would be escapism and everything, but you should not contradict yourself. And you're pointing this article out, meaning you're also pointing out people don't really like the Zack Snyder stuff. When you're saying Zack Snyder is awesome and the best and whatever, you're in your perspective, you say the people that really disliked the Zack Snyder stuff is a small minority. If it's a small minority, you don't need to point out this article. You pointing out this article kind of proves that it's a good amount of people that dislike the Zack Snyder's vision of DC. And yeah, I just want to say that be open-minded about stuff. And you say you hate James Gunn because he's comedic and all that stuff and all that, while ignoring the dramatic moments that James Gunn adds to each project he does. You know, his Peacemaker thing where he was James Gunn made Peacemaker very depressed about how his life is going, and the Ratcatcher being sad about his her dad with the rats and dealing with that, and also Bloodsport relating to Ratcatcher 2 and sees her as like his daughter, you know, like pictures like that kind of idea. And Guardians of the Galaxy has a lot of moments of like animal cruelty, animal testing, and the whole drama through that and all that stuff. And of course, you're ignoring those dramatic moments and saying that James Gunn only does comedy. If you're saying like comedy is a boring genre of movies, you're undermining it and really bashing on a lot of directors, writers, and all that stuff about how comedy is important in the world. But yeah.